Hello everyone, my name is Spectrumal, and today we are back with some Hydroneer. Yes, I already created a full episode for you guys that you're never gonna see. Because wasn't happy with the progress, and I was sick, and I had to keep cutting out and cutting in, and it was just horrible. So I figured, I will just, show you the progress that I've made. I added some lights because I needed lighting. I'm a YouTuber. I need to show you guys what I'm doing. And for that, I need lights. I need something to be lit. Now, what I did do is I added these two miners last episode. So going up from a grand total of 5 to a grand total of 7. We added some more stuff. We made some ideas about, extending this over to this way. If we go up all the way over here, you'll notice that we have a bunch of space around this place, and that we also can go a long way that way as well. So we can basically see what our entry is, and then we just enormify what we are gonna do. Now, this is of course one side of things. I also did a little bit of a clean out. And we got a little bit of cash. With a little bit of cash. I meant to say I got a lot of cash. I sold one amulet for 1 point. Actually, I sold 3 amulets or 4 amulets. For 1 million, basically, is how we're gonna say it. For 1 million, because what we are lacking right now is not so much as it's not really the iron. It's not really the gold or the money. It is just getting more of our beloved, much needed Cloutium. Now, the Cloutium that we have here is already enough for, basically 1.5. But it's still not a lot. So we do have another mine. We have not looked at for a very long time. So what I'm planning is disassemble the other mine, partly, and just start creating everything that we need to make our tier 1 mining operation a lot bigger. We'll have to figure out something with our the way that we do that, because what we also have is one thing very important is we're going for like a stacked idea, right? We wanted to do basically a like what we did over here. So basically this is dropping down. This is now coming together basically, and they fall down and we hold them back with all of this. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna take this one away regardless. I might take more away. And we're gonna need a lot of these. That is for sure. For now, we can also take this away, because we need to dig, and we need to dig a lot. We need to have space for, I think we got 8 on the other farm, so we need to double this space. And I think we also need some lights, or at least I need some lighting for while I do that. So before we go to the other mine, actually, before we do that, let's. I was full on ready to kick into gear, but let us not do that. Let's get ourselves the tier 1 mining, the dull pickaxe, and let's empty out enough room so that we can basically just figure this out. We need a lot more space, which will be fine. Not a problem whatsoever. We'll also need a tier 2 mining things, of course. So, we'll have to do that. I'm thinking maybe what we could do is we make this another TPs, put in another booster, or actually not put in another booster, but get the other 2 in and then go ham with the next thing, I guess. There we go. I have to be more slow and methodical. I've complained about it before. I feel sometimes I get nauseous in this particular game from, I think, quick movement. I don't have it anywhere else. I have it just in Hydroneer or when I, you know, try to do VR or something, but basically never before in a non-VR game where I feel nauseous like this, you know? Even when I do racing games, if I do farming simulator, if I do Overwatch, if I do like quick moving games, shooters, builders, you know, even Stormworks. If when you're on the sea where everything goes up and down, if you're in single player mode, like if in first person mode, so like, you know, never had that nausea like this, not like this, you know, and then Hydroneer comes along, and I'm basically like, oh well, incredibly nauseous. Gotta just dig this trench already so that we have that ready, basically. There we go, and this will open it. And the way that I created the way that I created this basically has to make sure that it is not a problem. So that should be good. Should be okay. You know, and this is basically like a little bit of a quick and dirty way to just get the investment back from our old mine and put it into the new mine. That is basically my whole plan. Just work it out, you know, just make it work properly. For sure, we could, at one point, we could basically move we can make the T1 mine to mimic the T2 mine a little bit when it comes to layout. So, you know, it should be a-okay as well. But, yeah, we're basically 2 in now. We're like halfway doing this, so. And I actually doubt that we need any more boosters because, so this is already overflowing, basically. So the pressure over here is too much for these things to handle. So they're already like moving as fast as they possibly can. What we'll do is, of course, make sure that it actually keeps on doing that. So. But yeah, we'll see. Let's just build this out. Let's make this bigger. I remember back in the day there were videos where they made these whole setups basically, you know, into the air, because the dirt that you got was it remembered basically from the height it was on, if I understand correctly, basically. So they were basically, they were like, yeah, in a way, you could just like make it all above ground and just go for the deepest you could into the mine, and then you get yourself that particular mining dirt and put it underneath the miners, like we basically did when we first started automating things, you know? Even though it was not deep at all, it became a very good start as to what we needed to do. So, like, you know, it's that was pretty good. Alright. We have enough room net. No, we do not have enough room net. And I'm also building a little bit downward, I notice. Or a little bit upward again, so. Also do some downward digging, or at least a little bit of uppies. And then we'll also need the tier 2 pickaxe to basically get through the tier 2 layer. Oh, for sure. And we might want to do a lot of windows here, guys. Like, oh, a lot of windows. I also need to make sure that I do this, because otherwise I'll just get stuck. It's not good. There we go. Is it enough? I don't think it is enough, because we need 5. We need the room of 5. Let me quickly grab this over here. See what we can do. What's this? What is it? It's gone now. No, I don't really understand, but alright. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here as well. Don't know. Oh, I saw it. It's very finicky, oh well. It's fine, I'm sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more row. Because we need enough space to actually, do we need one more row? No, we do not need one more row. I'll do it anyway. Started it now. It's fine. Let's dig this all out as well. One, 2, 3, 4. I'll do this as well. Get this all sorted out properly. And there we go. Forgot one little piece over here, and I don't know what this is. So please be away. Yeah, I think this would be... This does feel like it is the right amount. You know, just a little bit of extra room doesn't hurt. That's what it is, you know? That's the other side of this. Let's fix all of this. No, that annoys me. Yeah, we'll do this as well, you know. That's better. It's a lot better, actually. There we go. And we'll also do this, and then this should be a-okay. Yes. There we go. Let's prettify it a little bit. Beautiful. Where is that pickaxe? So we need it. There it is. Okay. I'll do that as well. And then this should be all then finished. And then this is also sort of like ready to be called finished, right? I think so. Fine. All right. A little bit of space. For sure. Yeah, there we go. All right. So that's not done. We need to... This is all done, right? Yeah. Okay. Well. Sure, it's fine. Yes, so now, what we do need to do. Sure, this is all even Stevens. And now we start digging down with our tier 2 pickaxe, which is, of course, down below. There it is. Okay, let's not do it like this. Let's, boom. Alright. Alright. That's good. Right? So we... a little bit of that. Make it a little bit better. There we go. Now do the same over here. I can hear you think, but... Why would you do that for? Well, the straighter it is, the better it will fall, I believe. What? Alright, a little bit of artifacting, I feel. But that's fine. Where's the tier 2 thingy-majiggy? There it is. Let's cut out the weird stuff, right? Which is this thing, for sure. There we go. Now, what we now need to do is we need to get all of our... We need to get a few windows. You know, well, yeah, well, let's place the windows first, because they will be absolute menaces to place, I think. Mostly because, Maybe I should make this one larger as well. There we go. Pretty sure my idea was I can just walk over the pipes, and then I forgot to realize what that actually means, you know? So they come together, boom, and then they fall a little bit over to the side. So that's why we have these windows. Yes. We won't have enough windows, but we'll get there, you know? Boom. Where are these last windows? Now, do we have one window left? Yes. So we'll get a boatload of windows then from the store. Yes. There we go. And yeah, we how much do we need? How much do we need? So we need at least. So this will be. I need 4, I think, per row at least, and then perhaps a little bit more. But like, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a 4th one. That's one, and I need 3 more over here, and then that would mean that I would need 8 plus 7 is Sorry, wait, what? No. So I need... oh, no. Okay, then I need 1 more over here. 2 more over there, which is 3. Yes. And then I need 3 more over here. So that would be 4. Plus 7. Which is... So it says 14. And then I need a bunch more over here, right? Depending on how things fall. So let's just get... let's double it. Let's make it 40, and we'll see what we can do. You know, I'm certain that we'll need more of it later. So that will be fine. We drop this. We quickly take a gander in our... Ah, yes, we have, of course, also that. We don't actually need to buy more conveyors, because that's not really what we're needing right now. And it was not what I wanted. So unload this. Put you in there. Before I go, how are we on T-pieces? Because I would need a bunch of them and we need 1 elbow. So I have 1, 2... Oh, I have plenty of T-pieces, I think. Yeah. Plenty of pieces. I don't need conveyors. I need 1 elbow. Do we have an elbow? We do not have an elbow, but we do have also a bunch of straights, so that's fine. So 1 elbow and 40 windows. Yes. Oh. No J-turn for me. Not a proper one, at least. But that's fine. 40 windows seems like a lot, but I'm certain that it will feel like nothing once we're done. You know, that's what it is. Luckily, because we built it this modular, we don't have to do loads. So let's put that. Where's your buy thing? You say that, but I need somewhere to put my money. Ah, here. You know what? That does make sense. Let's have wood window. I need a normal wooden window. Okay. Hold on.
Come have a gander.
Refused. Why does this not cost anything? I will also say that this is, of course, okay, now it costs something. Great. This is after the optimization, the optimization, update. I recorded this actually on the day that you are gonna see it. There we go. So 440. It's 160. It needs to be 160. But it's 160. Now, I also thought that maybe I could just make some sheet, like I could use these sheets, but I was like, probably not the best idea. Theoretically it would be, but yeah. There we go. Yeah, and the reason why I'm doing this is because hoppers are, in case that you're new and you're wondering, like, why are we working on this? You know, like, why are we doing this? The hoppers are quite laggy, and I at one point bought a few of them. They're still here. I might actually want to scrap them. But basically the hoppers are, in a sense, they are just super laggy, and they create all weird of bouncy effects for the pay dirt, which resulted in me actually losing pay dirt instead of, you know, concentrating them. So I decided that that was just not the course that we needed. And so I was like, okay, yeah, let's just get it all working properly. Let's get it all, like, you know, properly done. And that's what I did. I worked it all out, and pretty happy with the windows. When I was looking basically for solutions, I found a solution in Windows. It sounds like I'm making a Microsoft tech talk, not what I want to do. But yeah, no, we I found them basically on a Discord for Hydroneer. There's a lot of people who are willing to help a lot of people. So if you ever wonder what you know, if you ever need help, you know, there's of course plenty of future videos for sure. But you'll also find that there is a lot of people willing to help you on the Discord, even if you're, like, you know, completely new, even if you're, you know, if you are coming in now, because I'm pretty sure that we are getting a you know, I think PlayStation 5 or PlayStation, just as it's just a console release, I think. So we'll get a bunch of you new people over here, and we're like, they're very much willing to help, I'm sure. So yeah, don't be shy. We're now home. But that's good. I also wonder, like, I will say that it does feel smooth currently. You know, they did an optimization for computer as well. So that was pretty exciting, right? To hear. I'm hoping that it all, you know, that it works out well. Sure, we can put you down there. Didn't want to do that, actually. There we go. So I remember I was starting to maneuver the entire time because I was like, okay, my scroll bar is not doing anything. And then I realized I just needed to scroll more. That was an eye-opener when someone mentioned that in the comments. I was like, oh, I need to, you know, not be... Like, basically, it's a little, quote-unquote, slow, so... it doesn't work immediately. I have to do a lot of scrolling to get it done. But it is... that makes it sound a lot worse than it actually is, you know? It is just me being impatient and being like, okay, I didn't... Like, it's not... The way that they've done it, make sure that it isn't finicky. So, in a way, it is just the better way to do it. But yeah, it doesn't feel that way in the beginning. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are almost done with one side, and then we'll do the other one. I need to get myself a posture checker or something. I'm thinking like, oh, I'm sitting so crouched, just so looking sideways. Not good. It's fine. But yeah, so you basically can scroll, and currently it will be sitting like down somewhere, and I'm basically saying like, let's not do that. Let's put it up here. Should be okay. There we go. And then we do the other side, and then we'll look at the... Then we'll look down below how it looks, and then if we need to do anything with it, you know? There we go. Well, one more. And we are good to go, I think. Perhaps we, we do a few windows here on the head side, but I don't think we need it. There we go. All right. That's finished. To the other side. There we go. It's like looking, searching. I'm like, where did it go to, you know? And also, so you can move things like forward and backward, of course. But there's also, you know, it also snaps on items. So if I look at this now, and it's like, okay, I snap on it. But if I don't snap early on it, it's like it depends on where I want to, what I do with my scroll bar. So that is basically how I was struggling with these stairs a lot. Yeah, that much, for sure. There we go. And still, you know, as you just saw, you know, it snaps on an object, but it can also be, it's given that we're working with a flat surface, can be snapping on top of that. So that's basically how that goes. So that's all 3 of them here. Yeah, I think I did a 4-row over there. I'll take a look, basically, at what we have downstairs after I finished this last section, or feel like it's finished at least. I realized that I didn't get an elbow, but I will also say that it doesn't matter because I can reuse this elbow. So that's how we solve those issues, you know. Sometimes it is all, you know, looking at the cup half full method. It's funny because I am usually not. Whenever I game for myself or game on my own, let's say that, right? I'm not one to say fairly quickly like, okay, yeah, I'm a half cup full guy type of guy. You know, I'm more of a half cup empty kind of guy, actually, in a way. So, but on video, I feel like you know, things are different. I'm not sure why. Perhaps it's just happy to entertain in a way, you know. So it's you know, it's sort of fun as well. In that sense. So I think that we have almost finished. Yeah, we need to do this one, and then we'll use the last one. There we go. All right, this should be all a-okay. We'll do a little bit of a test, basically, of how things are going. I'll add one last thing, and it's gonna be basically over here. Gonna scroll a little bit. There we go. Just to make sure that it all does fall down, and then it's time to go get ourselves our miners out of the other mine. Is this a construction hammer? This is a construction hammer. I don't know where my other hammer is now, but we'll be fine, I'm sure. Time to drive. That way we can also look at these spanners. I wonder how much I still have right now, because it's been a while since we last been there, and I will also I will clean everything out. I will use them. I will use this opportunity to just get the Cloutium and everything else, because you know it has been just going. I know that I have been doing a little bit of clean out here and there whenever I went back and forth to get something else. So it's not completely just been sitting idly. But that being said, it would be a shame if we keep all the things in, you know. For no reason. That would be bad, I think. There we go. Our old system, it is so beautifully slow and yet works so well. It worked so well. You know, it was what we needed at that time, is what I'm saying. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. We didn't even get 8. Oh, we didn't even get 8. Okay. The idea is, of course, that these will produce less and less dirt as I disassemble them, and then once all the stuff is done, we should be a-okay with making it better. But these are just, you know, small things to make the Cloutium getting a bit easier, you know? Making sure that we get it all. Getting it all finished. Trade this enormous mine that I have envisioned, you know? So yeah. So this should be one of the last few. This actually did very well. We, I think I made this in episodes 8 or 7. Probably 7. After we automated everything. And, yeah, you know, it just held out completely. This has been performing just real good, you know? Super nice. Great fun. So we'll shut off this mine. You know. Unfortunately, this is no longer a working mine, and that's okay. You know, this will be a. I'm not a sentimental man per se, but this is just. You know, this was our start. This was where we we started. I think, you know, I got the bed because it became super dark at night and I've just not been sleeping at all the last few episodes because we have been just too busy. So we clean all of this out. Do we have the weir over here? We do not have any weirs over. Well, we'll have no clue what we'll have until we get quote-unquote home. Which is something else that we will look at, not this episode, but next episode, is we're gonna do a little bit of building. There we go. So now we salute thee. Thank you for serving as well. It is still a mess. That is my fault. And it might be better if we just don't look at it. I might have to clean it up because it might cause lag issues. It would be horrifying, of course. I also realized what why I thought it was 8. So back when we were moving, I realized that I could not like put in all the amounts that I was like, okay, we're gonna go to a next, you know, the next stage, right? The next plot, because then we can also set up for tier 2 and like everything like that ready. And then I got straight out of the gate, I got 8, and I thought it was the same amount as that we had over here, but we did not have that whatsoever. So that did not help. All right, so first things first. Let's put all of this in, and I'll tell you why we'll do that. While these work, we can basically start looking at the rest. So once they're all done and connected and figured out, we'll look at how much they actually have given us, you know, what they actually, what the last amounts were, before we, you know, took out the hydro supply, I suppose. There we go. There's a lot. It's not as easy as I wanted it to be, but that's fine. Absolutely okay. Before we actually like get them online, we will I will turn off the water so that they, you know, move synchronous. They move synchronized. I think that might be better. And this is the last one. There we go. And this should just fall down on top of all of this without any issues. Please do that. So let's get ourselves the T-pieces involved. There we go. I might want to, you know, put those away, but put that one away, I guess. We have a... Do we have one of my construction hammers over here? I think I do I? No, I think I... Oh, I do. Actually, there we go. BEA, beautiful. There we go. That's all sorted. And then we'll do the other side. We'll do the other thing at the other side as well. So with this. This is a normal peep. This is a normal More TPs? Please tell me that we have enough. Thought we had so much. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. What? So sad. Okay, yeah, we need more. We need more. But in that case, I will also take a gander real quick at this bar. So we have a little bit of iron over here, which is a total of 15, almost 16,000. Lovely. We'll put it in the iron supply over here. Just merge it all together. Cloutium. Cloutium, very important. Let's see about you. 314. That is 2 tier 2 miners. Gold. Gold, gold, gold. Now we'll look at gold for value. Boom. Almost 240,000 worth of gold right here. And yeah, I guess shard bar. I have not looked at you whatsoever. You have plenty. Yeah, you are plenty. Boom. All right, that's in. We are quickly gonna go get an empty cart, like you. This is an old cart. Whoopsie daisies. I feel like I'm doing this the wrong way around, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Not what I wanted. There we go. We'll just get 20 T pieces and enjoy life, I guess. That's what we'll do. Dum 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 dum. You know, we have the shop nearby. We have everything that we need in the world. Life is fine, you know? All I need in the world is just more T pieces with 100 and...
I got the goods if you got.
Do you have? I'm sure I have something like that. Yeah, I do need to start working. Maybe on getting that all sorted. Put you over there. And then I need a bunch of T pieces. Let's do 20, so... That is... Actually, it's 5,009. It's 5,900. Is gonna be 20. You know, you just want to do some quick math with the aid of the shopkeeper, of course. You know, it's just better that way. Also, a little bit uncertain whether or not I actually grabbed all T pieces, but we're sure we're fine. It doesn't add up. No, it does add up, actually. It does add up. Yeah. It'll be okay. We are already past 10 of them. It might just be the sensitivity of my mouse, which is funny because this is already like the lowest setting of my mouse. Then it will be in the game, you know. But yeah, all right, we got 20 of these. We'll press a buy. Thank you very much. We'll lower that on there. Add that over here.
I don't suppose you can this.
No, I need nothing. Ooh, a little bit of autosave, I think. Pretty certain about it. There we go. We'll move these over here. That's good. And then... there you go. Okay. T-pieces, and more T-pieces is the name of the game here. I believe that yes, I just need 2 more T-pieces, and I need to shut off the power. So that I can install them properly. Also, how are we doing on Spanish right now? Oh, quickly take a look over here. Yeah, 12, 14, 16, 18, 17. This one should be faster when it comes to like repairing, so this will last long, basically long enough. All right, let's get the T-pieces, the last T-pieces in of this puzzle. They're all on already because I never turned them off. I picked them up. I mean, that's fine, you know, don't really need that. Before I go, this is still has a booster in them. This has a booster in them. This has a booster in them. Yeah. Should be okay here. Let's turn it on again. And then we inspect our... did that work well? Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, it actually, also even the back line. Just, go boom. They come together, they hit the window, and then in they go. Yeah. Does seem like it's correct. We could make it like 1 lower, but no, I do feel like basically they will have hit the window. I've hit the windows on time. Just go ham, you know? So that should have helped our output quite a lot, actually. So not unhappy about that, I'll tell you that much. Why is... what is happening over here? I hope that's not a... that it's fine now, but... I hope it is, at least. So why is there stuff lying around here? What is happening? Is my setup not working correctly? No, it is working correctly. I'm sure that was just, you know, a minor inconvenience. I'm sure that it's all fine and dandy. Alright, alright. Boosters are working. Everything is working. Yeah, I'm just looking at this and thinking... this is the good stuff, you know? So there's a... yeah, so the entire life cycle is basically of our current thing is... We end over here. I cannot run through this because this will be done. And then basically we get like through all the windows. And then we go up here. Look at the amount of things that are in here. Be beautiful. Got even some more core stone. But yeah, let's just for the hell of it, let's quickly take a gander of how much cloutium bar we actually have right now. Okay, not bad, not bad actually. That means that we already have now a good amount. We can at least do 6 tier 2 miners in there. And I'll tell you this much, that is a lot given that we have 5 right now. And I will tell you as well, that will be something for next episode, guys. Yeah, I hope you had a blast. If you did, please consider dropping a like and subscribe. It helped me out tremendously. And leave a comment down below with your thoughts, questions, remarks, and any feedback that you have. I love reading them. I'm very thankful for the select few of you who have actually responded to me and have actually talked to me about stuff in the comments. So yeah, please join them, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.